posted on the team website. So if you need to come back to it or if you need to share with someone else. Micah, can you see this?
Yes, you're good to
Okay.
go.
Thank you. I can't see you all at all today. So this is our monthly office hour. As we've studied before, the department does not currently permit the use of AI tools. So if we see those logged into the meeting, we will be removing them. We ask that you not use those. Today, we're going to talk about growth and achievement measure selections. From the team timeline, March the 31st is the deadline to make sure that all of your growth and achievement measure selections are in TNCompass for the 24-25 school year. And if you have scores for any of those, you can go on and put those in. Some of your off-the-shelf things you could possibly have scores for that you can enter at any time. We also want to remind you that March the 31st of this year is the when evaluator training certification closes. So if you have anybody that's going to need to do some evaluations toward the end of the year, they need to get that training done ASAP. So to monitor the selection measures, the easiest way is to go to the reports section in TNCompass. Use the growth and achievement measure selections report. You can download this by school or by district. You will need to download at least 2 different reports. There's one for administrators and one for teachers. For this report, TNCompass separates those out. When you download the report, column N will show you who's PYE. You need to filter out anybody who is a PYE because they will not need any measure selections. And then columns O and P are the growth measure selections. So you've got your growth measure, TNCompass ID, and the name of the measure. And then Q, R, and S are the achievement measure columns. And then T through V are the achievement measure criteria. So we can see from this example that the first 6 teachers do not have growth or achievement measure selections in TNCompass, and they are not PYE, so they need those selections. Measure selections can be entered in 2 different ways. You can go to the teacher's evaluation page in TNCompass, or you can use the import wizard to upload the selections. Depending on how many you have to do, you can choose whichever way you want to do it. To enter them on the teacher's evaluation page, you'll have to use an administrative edit. You might still have the edit button there, but the ones I've looked at, that is not available. You will have to use the administrative edit. When you click the administrative edit, the edit button will appear. You click edit, you'll scroll through the list of measure selections, and then you click on the one you want, and then you'll have to add the criteria, and the same for growth. Or you can use the import wizard to upload these selections. I suggest doing this if you have multiple teachers that are missing selections. In order to use the import wizard, you navigate to the administration tab in TNCompass. Click on import wizard under the data management heading. Then you will select the growth and achievement measures under the evaluations data section. You may not have all of these other options, but the growth and achievement measure selections, you just click continue. It's going to default to the 24-25 school year. You continue there, and you can either download, as I said, by your district or by each individual school, and click generate template. You'll have to download your template. The template will go to your downloads. You'll have to open that. And then you can identify the educators with missing measures. So we can see in this example, when I look at columns G and H, this teacher does not have a growth measure TNCompass ID nor a growth measure name. And they also do not have the achievement measure information. So to add that information, because you have to have this TNCompass ID. So to add that information, you click on the All Available Measures button tab at the bottom of your spreadsheet. You've got a template, and then you have All Available Measures. You have an additional sheet. When you click on that, you will see it's everything is there. you've got the evaluation component column, the category column, TNCompass ID, and measure name. It's much easier if you filter this. So we'll start with growth. So you would filter the evaluation component column to just growth measures. Then I suggest going to column E and filtering that. You'll see when you initially filter it, these custom feeder options come up first. Very rarely should any of these be used. Most of you will never use the custom feeder option. Those are only for schools who do not generate their own TFOS, such as a K-2 school. Once you click filter, you can select, there's a huge list because you know how many different composites. We've got district-wide composites, school-wide composites, and multiple ways. So you can filter. I'm going to use a school-wide composite. So I'm typed in the search bar, school-wide, colon, and I started with O, so I got all the overall composites. So this is all of the overall composites that are available for school-wide. You could have a school-wide TCAP overall composite. There are numerous composites there. When you find the one you want, you just, after you've filtered, you leave that one checked, click OK. So I'm going to use just the school-wide overall composite. You need the TNCompass ID and the measure name for your growth measure. So copy those two columns and then just paste them into your spreadsheet. And you're done with that one. So then you're ready to look at the achievement measure. So this teacher, we've gotten their growth measure selection in. Now we need to do the achievement measure. We have to go back to the available measures tab at the bottom. This time we're going to filter the evaluation component to achievement, and then we can filter our categories. So we have all these different categories. We're just going to choose an off the shelf. You would leave that box checked and click OK. You'll have a list of all of the off the shelf measures. For this measure, we have to have the category, the TNCompass ID, and the measure name. So we're going to use ACT Aspire. We click, you copy these three columns on this one. Go back to your template and paste them. An off-the-shelf measure does require criteria to be entered, so you would enter the criteria in the next 5 columns. Save your spreadsheet. When you're done, you navigate back to the import wizard, and this time you click I already have a template and click continue. You choose the file that you want. Remember where you saved it. Pull that file up, select it, click continue, and then you'll follow the directions. You'll go through a validating and a processing, and it'll tell you if you have any errors. And then you're done. Everybody should have those growth and achievement measure selections in TNCompass. So your next steps would be to review these measure selections for your district and enter any missing selections, and then update LEA contacts. Keep those updated as needed in TNCompass. We have resources to help you do this on the team website. On the TNCompass tab of the team website, there is a group called Quick Guide Resources, and there's one named Growth and Achievement Selection Import. That is a step-by-step quick guide to what we just walked through. And then there is an achievement and growth measure selection user guide that gives you a little more information about that. And then the achievement measure worksheet is on the achievement tab. If you need information about different TFOS composites for growth, you can go to the growth measures tab, and there is a document that will show you what all of those measures include. Our email, if you have questions, please email team questions with any questions, portfolio questions. We'll help you out if you're implementing portfolios, and roster verification will be opening soon. So that is for TFOS roster verification, and that is rv.questions@tn.gov. You can send questions to that, and teachers can send questions to that one. These are other useful emails from the department. That's all I have to share for today. Are there any questions?
Katie, if you've got a question about class, we can try to answer it.
Thank you. I'm glad to put it in the chat, but my current understanding is for class evaluators to be trained, there's an associated cost, right?
That's true.
Correct.
Okay. And if a district chooses in their flexibility options to move to the class observation system in TNCompass to be the pre-K teacher evaluation, will there continue to be an associated cost, right? So if we go that direction, we still have to pay for our evaluators to be trained.
I believe that the department has trainers that offer it free of charge.
Who can I email? Look at me,
Absolutely.
y'all know.
I will
Who can I
drop
email
that.
to get that in writing? Because I do think that will impact our decision.
Absolutely. I'll
Thank
drop
you.
that in the chat.
Any additional questions? Comments, concerns? Are there any, Mike, are there any questions in the chat?
There was one, but Tracy's already answered it.
Oh, okay. Okay. If you don't have any further questions, we don't have any. Appreciate your support. And please check these measures so I won't drive you nuts next fall when we get started back for the 25-26 school year. That's hard to say. We stop the recording.